So, lads, today we're going to be talking about Sophie Cunningham's podcast where, honestly, she is speaking about the DeWanna Bonner situation and it's not looking good for DeWanna Bonner. It's not looking good at all for DeWanna Bonner in this situation because, let's be completely honest here, Sophie Cunningham is obviously a player for the Fever, and DeWanna Bonner is somebody who it seemed like from the outside looking in that she just quit on the team. It looks absolutely like it looks from the outside looking in like DeWanna Bonner quitting the team. People are like, oh no, it was actually the Fever. No, it turns out it was actually DeWanna Bonner just said, nah, I quit.
Can I give you this scenario?
Yeah.
I like DB because like DB was one of my vets when I was in Phoenix, and then we gathered here into Indiana, and like it was kind of a surprise that she was signed to Indiana anyway, and so we'll take her in a heartbeat. Like she's a Hall of Famer, she's a hell of a basketball player, can score from anywhere on the court. But she got to Indiana and she just like really wasn't happy. And like I want people to be happy. So that's why I'm kind of like neutral on this one, which a lot of people are surprised about.
I mean, it's one thing. I mean this when I say this when it comes to the DeWanna Bonner situation. You can look at this from a standpoint. You can very much look at the DeWanna Bonner situation from the standpoint of being neutral about it, from the standpoint of on a personal level with DeWanna herself. But at the end of the day, like you can be neutral from that standpoint, but also from a fan standpoint, there's no reason why a Fever fan should ever be coming at this from a neutral standpoint. The reason when it comes to Fever fans why it shouldn't be no matter what from a neutral standpoint is like you can look at it and say, you know what, DeWanna Bonner made the best decision for her. But in life, the best decision for you might not be the best, might piss other people off. And rightfully so. Like, if you're, hypothetically, I don't know, if you're not, let's just say, talk about this hypothetical situation, in a job in real life. If you are not, if, for example, you are working on a project, I don't know, let's just say you're working on in a startup. You've set up a startup with your friends. And, you know, it's just not working out for you. But you are an integral part of said startup. And by you leaving, it is going to negatively affect all of the other people around you. It's going to affect their jobs. It's going to affect the potential of the startup to succeed. And a lot of other people took risks. A lot of other people made kind of life decisions are based around that. And then if it's not working out for you, if you're too stressed, and you came out and said, you know what, like, well, when you just dipped, it's not even like, oh, you've told everybody, explain the situation. If it just wasn't working out for you and you dipped, and then, you know, it came out in the media that this one person's left the startup for this, everybody else that's involved in that will be pissed at you in real life, which is completely understandable. Like, it is understandable if there are members of the Fever that are pissed at DeWanna Bonner. And not only is it understandable, I would be 99.999% sure there are members of the Indiana Fever that are pissed off at DeWanna Bonner.
She's towards the end of her career, so like she deserves her flowers. She deserves to be happy. But I also think that if you're gonna leave, like you're gonna have to expect getting bit. Like,
was there explanation when it happened? No. Not even privately. Yeah, I mean, okay. That's tough. And yeah, okay. Well, I did say what? Unless you leave on some fuck you type shit, and that's what that is, so.
Yeah.
And it's family, I guess, but like you gotta get, I mean, sometimes if you're doing things that inconvenience other people, but they're better for you, you have to do it, but let someone know.
I think there's
sorry, say what you're doing.
Yes, I think I'm right there with you. I think like I'm still rooting for her. Like I want her to end her career and be happy, but I also think that like it's okay to be professional about it and like send a text to your teammates. Send a text and be like, "Hey, like
that is the craziest part about all this, by the way. Like you might be saying, "Oh, the players are on her side," and this, where it's like the players might be on her side on a personal basis, but like you saw that none of these players wanted DeWanna Bonner to touch the ball. None of these players wanted DeWanna Bonner to touch the ball. Not only score. Like, she got swatted by Natasha Howard, and it's the happiest I've ever seen Caitlin Clark. It is the happiest I've ever seen Caitlin Clark jump up when Natasha Howard swatted her after she airballed. Like, they wanted to absolutely destroy her. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Not telling any of your teammates what's going on. That's not only is it completely unprofessional, on a personal level, that is very much, your man just said, I would have said, it's justifiable she left on some fuck you shit, but that's what she did. She didn't tell them.
Love you guys. Or you don't even have to say love you guys. Just like, hey, sorry this didn't work out. Good luck. You know what I mean?
She basically said you don't even have to say love you guys. So clearly DeWanna Bonner didn't get on with the team. And I tweeted this out. It's a really bad look on DB. Apparently not even letting the team know she was what was going on at texting when she was gone, literally just quit. And someone goes, looks bad. Where's Sophie? I bet Stephanie Amber unhappy she's not protecting the locker room. What do you mean not protecting the locker room? DeWanna Bonner, for lack of a better way of describing it, she's the enemy now. She plays for another team. Sport at the highest level, sport is kill or be killed. Sport is kill or be killed at the highest level. She's the enemy. Like, and that's the crazy thing. DeWanna Bonner clearly just didn't like the players. She didn't like the Fever players. She didn't like the way things were. Like, she just didn't like the team. So she left basically saying, fuck you. Which is ridiculous. Which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't care how much you hate these people. You signed up for it. You can leave. You were refusing trade, you're doing all this, and you didn't even have the decency to tell the teammates, sorry, it didn't work out. You didn't even have that decency. Like, absolutely, this is one of the worst ways I've ever seen a player leave a club. Like, even Jimmy Butler was, texting the players and was trying to keep the players, say it about the players. No, this seems like it was a DeWanna Bonner being pulling. I don't even know if we've ever seen something like this. She acted like a 6-year-old that didn't get what she wanted. She literally acted like a 6-year-old. Everybody like DeWanna Bonner's a legend. She's a vet. This is the most pathetic way I've ever seen. The most pathetic way I have ever seen anybody leave a team. And you can say whatever the hell you want. Oh, DB's a legend. She deserves respect. Yeah. I'll give DeWanna Bonner her respect. I will absolutely give DeWanna Bonner her respect for her career. DeWanna Bonner, this is the worst way I've ever seen a player leave a team. And I am a Miami Heat fan. We had to deal with Jimmy fucking Butler last year. And this is even worse. Like, Indy turned things around when DB left. DB indirectly saved the front office's ass. Yeah. And Stephanie White was covering for her knowing she didn't want to be there anymore. Like, DeWanna Bonner didn't want anything to do with that. And it seems to be, and everyone being like, oh, DeWanna Bonner is like, oh, Indiana's a toxic environment. You want to know who's not going to call it a toxic environment? Sydney Colson, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham. I don't even think Bree Turner is going to call it a toxic environment. Because whatever about all the shit online that she knew she was going to have to deal with, this team seems to be incredibly close-knit. Chloe Bibby, Ari McDonald, all these new players coming in. You get to see the good and the bad things when it comes to the Indiana Fever. Unfortunately for Bree Turner, she sucks at basketball, so she's seeing a lot of the bad things. But at the end of the day, this team is even more close-knit. How do you ghost your team then act surprised when fans? She did not act surprised. Everyone around DeWanna Bonner was talking about the boos. DeWanna Bonner literally said in an interview before that game, fans are going to do what they do. Like, she knew she was getting booed. It was Alyssa Thomas, it was Satu Sabali, and it was Kat Copper that had a problem with it. DeWanna Bonner knew she was getting booed. And it wasn't DeWanna Bonner that had an issue with it. Let's be completely honest. She goes to them, the boos are going to be even louder. Like, DB is not getting enough smoke for the way she left and didn't even respect her teammates, give him a courtesy text. The boos were not loud enough. Like, I mean this when I say this. The boos were not loud enough. The boos were not loud enough. Like, and I genuinely think DeWanna Bonner being the worst vet in the history of basketball has probably, like, DeWanna leaving like she did. Like, there's no way. Like, there is no way. Because a couple of games, when DeWanna Bonner initially said she wasn't playing again, it fucked with the Fever. It did. For a few games, it fucked with the Fever. Because we can be honest, like, I can't remember what game it was when DeWanna Bonner was out. Like, the players might not have known about it. The players were like, because remember the way we were like, Caitlin Clark just looks mentally broken. It's a weird one with her. She doesn't look like the same person. Maybe this team kind of struggled a little bit dealing with it at the start. And then very quickly they were like, you know what? If she doesn't, as Liam Cooper once said, if you don't want to be here, then fuck off. And like, obviously, look, Caitlin Clark has, we saw her seemingly broken. She seemed to be broken after this entire situation. And like DeWanna Bonner, I'm just trying to think of when did she officially say she wasn't playing anymore? I'm just trying to find the date. Was it before the Connecticut Sun game? As I'm trying to look through my video, so DeWanna Bonner was ruled out for this game. When did DeWanna Bonner officially quit the team? Like, it is a bit of a weird one. So Stephanie White was out for a game. DeWanna Bonner was gone. This was a really weird time for the Indiana Fever. I forgot about this. This was a really, really weird time where Stephanie White was gone for a game. Stephanie White's then back for a game, and Austin Kelly's coaching. DeWanna Bonner out there. So yeah, DeWanna Bonner refused to play right before the Indiana Fever played the Seattle Storm, which is a game they won. So all of the shit was going on around that time when it came with DeWanna Bonner. And people were like, something wrong with the Fever. And it took a few games. And they just started firing on all cylinders again. So maybe this DeWanna Bonner situation has been the best thing for the Fever. But like, DeWanna Bonner literally acted like a child. Like the way a 6-year-old would act when they don't get their way. Which is embarrassing for a player who was meant to have been their vet